So great to have Ryan McNamara out there as well. 30 laps of journey. Once again, Brisbane, our third last show about to be put in the can. Ash Media catching all the action. You can catch all the thrills and spills and highlights from tomorrow and during the week. Keep your eyes out for that one. Will be a brilliant highlights package. And of course, we go racing this time by. The lights will go out. Thank you very much for coming out, Brisbane. Murcott and young fearless McHugh to share the front row. Tippmann and Morosky, we go back to Kratzmann and Mann, the front three. Looking at Kelly and Walker. Boy, oh boy, what a night of Speedway we've had. This will be a ripper. 30 laps of journey, one more big deep breath. Brisbane, let's pull the trigger. Murcott gets an absolute flyer in the 47 and will set the pace through 1 and 2. Everybody get in where they fit in and they do it beautifully. And we go racing. Joy Corbett already making up a heap of ground and gets up into that top half of the bottom bit of the traffic at the moment, keeping an eye on Borpa, almost up into the wall. Murcott leads the way. McHugh settling down into second spot. Great battle for third and fourth between Morosky and Tippmann. Sparks flying off the brakes there as Morosky just touches him. Settles the 27 down. Kratzmann, Mann and Kelly side by side. Slide job from Mann. Kelly comes back. Battle's not over. They go down to 3 and 4. Kelly on the bottom side. Rear axle in the 33 is absolutely bent as. It is bouncing its way past the tower as they go into 1 and 2. Callum Walker, that thing will be an absolute nightmare to drive at the moment.
Yeah, team just wouldn't have had a chance to change that rear end with everything else they had to do. Have a look at McHugh now starting to range in on the back of Murcott. As they come up to traffic, McHugh almost gets into the wall as he comes out of 2. Just gets over the cushion. Murcott catches him with the right rear. Morosky is up into third and he's closing in. McHugh looking for a slide job on Murcott. Corbett's into the... No, sorry, that's Tulloch. Collects the fence in 2. McHugh's into the lead. We got a new leader.
Murcott won't let it go without a fight. He has another look on the inside of the NQ7 High-Tech Oils machine. McHugh's done so many laps around here. He has got it absolutely worked out. Rips the lip into the 3-4 turn and now starts to get away from the 47 machine of Murcott, who's under all sorts of pressure from Morosky. Cody Morosky now having a good look on the inside. Murcott, has he got enough to hang on to second? Morosky again dives to the bottom. Tippmann up the top. The BK machine of Brent Kratzmann. Still Morosky and Murcott trading blows as they come out of 2. McHugh looking for victory number 20 here in Brisbane tonight. Murcott gives himself a bit of breathing room now over Morosky. Holy dooly, Murcott went sailing into turn 3 and 4. That allows Morosky now to get down underneath. Slide job, can he get it done? Yes, he does, and moves himself to second spot. McHugh ticks off another one. Morosky now to second. Murcott back to Tippmann. Kratzmann and Kelly, the top 5, Trev.
Yeah, what a great job from the guys. Kelly not far away there in position number 6. But McHugh gets past McNamara, moves up another, puts another back marker between himself and Morosky now in second spot. Just in front of him, Brendan Scorgie and Ben Hilder are going at it. Morosky in the SRB road freight machine trying to find a way through. He's trying to get onto the back of McHugh, who's just driving off into the distance through the traffic. Here comes Kratzmann on Tippmann. This is position 4 on the racetrack. Tippmann gets a little wide. In fact, Tippmann brings the car down. And Kratzmann got over the left front of Tippmann and tore the front end out of the 59 machine. Kratzmann continues on.
Kelly slides down underneath Kratzmann. Kratzmann comes back on the outside. Great battle this one between the 2 antagonists. Kratzmann and Kelly. Here comes Brian Mann. You guys can juke it out. I'll just pick up the pieces and gets Kelly on the bottom side. Kelly comes back on the top. Great battle. Ash Media catching all the action at the moment. Do trust you're enjoying it at home on MixLR. Here they come again, down across the stripe. McHugh puts a big distance now between himself and second spot. Borowski, who's got about 2 cars between himself and Murcott as they come out of 2. Still the top 5. McHugh, Borowski, Murcott, Kelly and Kratzman. Brian Mann has a look at the top side. Oh, the fire's gone out on the Kelly machine, Trev.
I don't know about that. I think he might have had it coming together with Kratzman, because Kratzman's on the infield with a damaged front end and a front wing.
Flat right on the back of the 07.
Yeah, that'll be from the Kratzman machine. You can see the damage on the front of Kratzman's car down here on the infield. The front end is out of it. Well, it's not out of it, but it's got toe out on both sides, and the front wing is damaged. He will have come together. Those two were battling over 4th and 5th on the racetrack, and this is what Borowski needed. He needed a yellow to try and get back on level terms with McHugh.
Great to have Brian Mann back at the Speedway.
Yeah, absolutely, and a great job. Callum Walker back there in 5th, right on the tail tank of the 29 machine.
Yeah, that is a busted race car, that is for sure. That axle is toast. As we kick the firewall one more time, 10 laps left to run, and we go racing to the checker. McHugh ripping the lip into the 1-2 turn. Borowski in his wheel tracks. Oh, who's that up the top side? That's young Jai Corbett. He's done a great job to get himself in the top 10 and goes sailing into 3-4 and tries to get the outside of Butler and does it beautifully. The young 16-year-old on the charge.
He is absolutely flying out there, Corbett. He's moved himself up into position 6, and he's not done yet. He is railing the top side of the racetrack. As Callum Walker, he's got that wing crank right back on the Mobile 1 Ascot Demolition Machine as he tries to get on level terms with Brian Mann. Murcott's gone right over the cushion to the point where he's had to get right out of the gas. Walker flies down the inside, little bit of right rear to left front contact on Brian Mann's machine, but they continue on. Murcott lucky to hang on to 3rd at the moment, but Corbett, he is railing the top side of this racetrack. He is flying out there.
Yeah, he's the quickest man on the track at the moment other than McHugh, and showing these much older blokes how to do it here at Brisbane's Archerfield Speedway, right up near the fence on the cushion. The number 10 machine from Gympie, doing it beautifully, the 16-year-old. Right in the wheel tracks of Brian Mann. McHugh ticks off another one as he goes underneath the tower. Borowski, a lowly 2nd spot. Here's the battle for 3rd, 4th and 5th. Murcott at the moment hanging on by his fingertips. Walker having a look on the bottom side with a broken race car. Brian Mann trying to get on the podium for the first time in a long time. Again, Corbett putting on the show in the NQ10. Murcott doing it nicely at the moment. Just enough to hang on from Walker there for 3rd spot and the final spot on the podium. 2 laps left to run. It'll be white flag this time by as we catch up with the leader, spreading his way through the lap traffic. Final lap here in Brisbane. McHugh leads the way. Oh, Borowski gets it untidy. Murcott having a look. The leader coming to the checkered flag. Lockie McHugh makes it victory number 20. Gets across the line. Borowski hangs on to 2nd. Murcott home for 3rd. Walker home for 4th. We go back to Brian Mann. Jai Corbett, you little champion, gets home from the back of the bus to finish 6th. Tim Farrell out of Butler, Darren Jensen, Ryan McNamara in the top 10. Adam Bomper, Mitch Gowland, Mark Foley, Andrew Scorgi, Ben Hilda, Brody Tullock, and that is all she wrote. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, make some noise for your winner. Victory number 20, Lockie McHugh.
A great job from the Walker crew. They got Callum home in 4th spot. I tell you what, he's going to have to check his fillings. That right rear axle bent in that machine, and that'll have rattled his fillings out all the way through that feature. And a great job from Dave Murcott.
He does his traditional, takes out the earpieces, makes his way to the top of the wing. There you go, Brizzy, make some noise for him. Victory number 20, Lockie McHugh, you little champion. Well done, brother.
There's been 12 rounds of the season, and he's won 8 of them.
Absolutely. Home in third place. Well, let's get the presentations underway. Always great to have this bloke back in Brisbane. He used to call it home. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Davey Murcott. Well done, brother. We'll get you to stand over here. Boy, oh boy, that was a show and a half, and that track was right up near the concrete the whole way, Dave.
Yeah, mate, the track was awesome. You know, made for really good racing. We lost our brakes, so just after Lockie got the lead, and I couldn't run the top lock I needed to, and didn't want to take any chances getting too close to lap traffic and not being able to stop. So I rolled home in third. You know, we did way better than what I thought we would. You know, the way I was driving it. But you know, it's been a great weekend. Had a lot of fun, and glad to get a good result for Claridge and Gary Tate and all the boys. You know, and everybody that gets this car out here. It's a fast race car. You know, I think if everything had been perfect, we would have had something for him, but wasn't to be.
Nice to be back at your second home.
Oh yeah, you know, thanks to Dave and Lorraine Horrell, I spent a lot of years racing up here and enjoyed every bit of it. You know, it's great weather, great company, and very racy track. You know, it was, like I said, it was perfect tonight. Made for a really good race, and glad I made the trip up.
Let's hope we can get you back for the next 2 rounds, mate. Would be fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. Third place, Davey Murcott.
In second place tonight, Brisbane, put your hands together for Cody Morosky. Congratulations, mate. Second place tonight, mate. The yellow was what you needed, but that 7 machine has just got too much speed.
No, I think we would have had him tonight. I ran out of brakes, and I realised that with about 15 or 16 to go. So it became a handful, and obviously with no brakes, you can't pull yourself up when you're half spinning. So I was lucky to keep it going. Obviously had a bit of a lead over Murcott, and yeah, just this SRV race team is unreal. Can't do it without Errol and all the supporters, Jake, Gary, without all our partners as well, this doesn't happen. But I tell you what, running second your best mate, like, I don't know, too many times this year. I thought tonight I might have had something for him, and obviously I have to wait again.
2 more rounds to take one off him, brother.
Yeah, I'll keep trying.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, for the 20th time this season, make some noise for our winner, Lockie Fearless McHugh. Oh, brother, didn't matter whether it was bottom, middle, or the concrete. This thing was railed.
Yeah, no, we got the car spot on for that feature, which we were chasing it all night. Just a couple of times this season we've had to do that. We've had to chase it throughout the night, but we've always got to bang on for the feature, and that's when it counts. Yeah, I was a bit worried. I tagged the fence when I was behind Dave towards the start there, and buckled the rim real bad, and it was deflating throughout the race, and I was just lucky there was no red light or something. We probably would have went flat. But yeah, just big thanks to Nick and everyone that helped out on the car tonight, and all my sponsors, Dondex Sheds and Garages, Right Price Auto Parts, Seedle Civil Contractors, IWS Haulage, Western Chuck Group, High Tech Oils, and everyone else that helps out.
It's taken us 20 times, mate, but you got it down pat beautifully. I'll tell you what, the old bull took off like a shot out of a gun, didn't he? You had to do some chasing.
Yeah, he was quite good, and I knew I felt good from the start. I just had to sit back and wait for some traffic and whatnot, and I slid by on the bottom. My car was great. I could run on the bottom or the top, so that helped me a lot in lap traffic, and managed to slip past and keep out front.
Absolutely brilliant, mate. It's been a fantastic season so far. 2 to go. Let's hope you can make it 22. It'd be absolutely fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for your winner tonight in Lockie McHugh. Second place in Cody Morosky, and rounding out the top 3, great to have him back in Brisbane, Davey Murcott. Well, Trev, another one in the can. What a fantastic night. That guy up the top catching all the action. There is going to be thrills and spills galore for Ash Media this week.
Yeah, absolutely. Always does a great job, does young Alan Solid up there on the camera for Ash Media.